Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to One Way Heroics. As you can see, we're quite a bit of our way into... Shut up, phone. Quite a ways into our next campaign here. We're, I'm gonna just try something here. I want to make sure. There we go. That should be enough to make sure that he's in a happy spot and wants to talk to us. We are, as I mentioned last time, going to get Albert's ending this time round. Hopefully with the Demon Lord appearing right here. Awesome. So I timed that right. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna equip a homemade rifle. Throw that at him. Let's start punching through here, I guess. Aha, perfect. And this, I believe, should be the last one he has to say, so that's amazing timing, actually. Worlds? Well, I think we've been through a lot more than 5 worlds. Yeah, his super upgrade is how you know it's time to go. Actually, as much as I love this, I'm gonna equip the longsword. Because then I can combo attack like crazy. I love how he uses his fireball. It's so ineffective. And I think we'll finish him off with a bash to the back of the head. Now, if I did this right, I'm going to ignore this because this is just a generic ending. If I did this right, then we should have gotten Albert's ending, which I don't think... I think is the only one we have not gotten yet. If I'm remembering correct, it's basically based on our achievements that I'm working off of. I'm pretty sure Albert, and then we've got one other special one. We've already gotten her ending in one way, but we haven't gotten it in the other, so... And Frida took off, and Mila took off. That's good news for us. This timeline, we're not the ones with Mila. However, Albert does not leave Guile's side. I guess this is a little bit of a unique part, so I might as well read this. Albert explains everything. Has everyone gone? Hey, Guile, if that's the way you feel... Oh, yeah, I named myself Guile, just for shits and giggles. I was a barehanded fighter for most of it. If that's the way you feel, why don't we travel together a little longer? If we're traveling together, I can feel safer knowing that you have my back. And in order to return to our original world, I need to find the gates of time. His voice changes because this is a different Albert from the other one. There wasn't any good reason to refuse Albert's invitation. They hadn't decided where they'd go or what to do next. Guile was also interested in knowing whether or not the gates of time were something that existed in this world. The battle is finally finished. After overcoming such a grueling journey, now Guile is finally free from the endless cycle of death and rebirth. Please grant our hero the respite earned through these trials. That was a fairly... I'm actually really glad I didn't record that run, because it went by the books. There was maybe one or two points where I was in a little bit of trouble, but, you know, I have Awakening and everything like that. Guile and Iris continued to travel with Albert after that. Albert chose new places to visit every day in search for the gates of time. The three of them enjoyed their journeys and sometimes fought to help others. Since then, 2 months had passed. Wow, not a whole hell of a lot of time. In front of them were a group of stone pillars arranged in a circle. They'd asked people as they traveled about the gates of time, and now they had arrived at a place that resembled what they'd heard about. It was a short journey, but it looks like we've arrived. Are you gonna leave? We'll miss you. It was fun traveling with you both. If we're lucky, we'll be able to meet again. Albert sat on one of the stones and started waiting. Hey, so you have to wait until the right time? I'm not sure of the rules, but at a certain moment the gates of time will surge with power. I might have to wait for several days this time. I see. Well, in that case, we can decide where we're going next. Yes, please do that. Don't worry about me. Looking unaffected and cheerful, Iris pulled out a map and opened it up. Hey, Guile, how about going to a town in the south next? They have some delicious meat dishes there. They slice meat that had been spiced and then place it with a few vegetables between some bread. Apparently it's really tasty. That sounds like a sandwich. A roast beef sandwich. Come on, Iris. And after we've enjoyed the food there, we can go southeast. A town there is apparently known for their delicious fish cuisine. Their specialty is white fish fried with salty butter, and it's eaten with a very flavorful sauce. It's supposed to be good. So good it brings tears to your eyes. Fish and salty butter. That'd bring tears to my eyes. Albert's stomach made some grumbling noises. Oh yeah, he loves food. That, coincidentally, is how you get his ending. You have to eat good food. Bars, the taverns, if you eat there. The chefs, those qualify. If you get the delicious grilled meat, that qualifies. So, not a ton of options, but good enough. That's when it happened. Suddenly, the surrounding pillars lit up, and the gates of time began to glow. Iris and Guile looked on with surprised expressions. This place really does have power. Albert stood up, not looking surprised at all. Well, I guess this is it, Albert. We'll miss you, but this is where we part. However, Albert was torn. Should he go to the next world, or should he continue traveling with his companions and eat delicious food? Albert had made up his mind. Guys, don't talk about so much delicious food when I'm supposed to be leaving. What? I'm coming with you. First, let's go for the meat. After Albert said this, he ignored the light emanating from the gates of time, turned towards the south, and began to walk. Guile and Iris hurriedly ran after him. Aww. Wait a second. You have no idea when the gates of time will open again. Are you sure about this? I thought if I left now, I'd continue to regret it for the rest of my life. That's why I'm staying with you. Thinking that sounded familiar to the final words of a warrior prepared to meet his end, Guile followed Albert. Under the blue sky, the three of them began walking towards the south. As they were walking, Albert smiled and mumbled something. This is a world worth protecting. After all, there's such delicious food to eat here. He sounds like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. Upon hearing this, Iris looked at Albert with a shocked expression. But that's probably as good a reason as any to protect a world. There's no doubt that the battle was meant to restore everyday peace to this world. The three of them continued to walk and eat delicious food. And from then on, their mouths were always watering. Oh, I like that one. That's a cute little one. That's not quite as heavy-handed as Queen Frida or Mila. It's just it's kind of like Panty. Boing boing. That wasn't an amazing run, but hey, we got the job done. Now I actually have to find a dimension where Yeah, I didn't even score in the top for this one. That's I think I already have an stoic. So I'll throw that in there. Oh, by the way, I found one little nifty thing. There's a tree that grows in the middle of the mountains. It gives you a night vision herb. It's damn near impossible to get to. I had to use an awakening just so I didn't die, but why not? With that, I am calling this a part. When we come back next time, we're gonna have to find a world with a special friend, and then we'll get her. Oh, nice. Significant improvement. Then we'll get her final ending. And then it's on to actually the last run of this game. Holy shit, I know it's been 1.5 million, but we gotta press on somehow. So, until next time, guys. Later.
Come